At Success on the Spectrum, we believe that if therapy feels like play, children are motivated to learn. And that's when the magic happens. I'm Nicole Daher, founder of Success on the Spectrum, and I'm very pleased to introduce our play-based ABA therapy model to the Basking Ridge community. At this center, children aren't just learning. They're laughing, exploring, and thriving.
I'm Amol Sutaria.
And I'm his wife, Tulsi Sutaria.
And we are the owners of Success on the Spectrum in Basking Ridge, New Jersey.
We know as parents how it is to raise kids, and we have 4 kids ourselves. Parenting can always be challenging, but even more so for parents who have children on the spectrum. These parents often come in here really stressed out and anxious because they're trying really hard to get this therapy for their children and often are turned away from other centers. So we're really grateful that we can offer them what they're looking for, and this just seemed like the perfect opportunity to have a business and also be able to give back in such an amazing and unique way.
My name is Dawn Decker. I am a board-certified behavior analyst, otherwise known as a BCBA. I've been in the field for 25 years, and I started out as a paraprofessional. I was going to school to become a special ed teacher, and one of my professors said to me, "I have a job for you." And I said, okay. So I went and worked with her with a little guy with autism. He was my first client. It was phenomenal. And I still keep in touch with the family that I worked with like 20 years ago, or however many years it was ago. I just love this field. And I always say, I didn't pick the field picked me. And it's just rewarding, and it's great to see a smile on a kid's face, and also for the parents.
Daycare in this country is just very expensive, but because ABA therapy is paid by health insurance, this is a better option for children who are on the spectrum to get the care that they need.
It's really important that the parents observe the relationships between the technicians and their children, because we see they develop relationships which are so wonderful and sweet.
We have cameras in every single room so parents can actually view the treatment of their children and everything. They can sit there and just watch as the children get their treatment.
Which gives a lot of kind of reassurance.
Progress happens when the parents are involved. So we do parent training where they come in and we work with them on skills or maybe whatever issues they're having in the house. We involve the siblings if we can too. That way the skills that they are learning can transfer or generalize to the home and into the community. That is the most satisfying thing ever. And it just makes me feel good, like I'm in the right field and I'm doing the right things for these families.
I think when you see someone caring for your child with so much love and attention, it gives you so much happiness that they're in the right place, they're getting the care they need, and they're growing and learning.
Having cameras in every single room definitely builds transparency, it builds trust. It also makes the parent feel comfortable about giving their children over for their treatment.
They can even sit and watch out in our parent viewing room, which they're welcome anytime. There's a coffee machine there. They can make themselves comfortable. They can work from there. So I think that really adds a personal touch and makes them feel that they're the priority.
We're very transparent here, and that goes a long way with the parents because they're nervous. A lot of them are nervous to send their kids, especially when they're little. But then when they see the relationship we have with the kids and what's happening, they're thankful. They're very thankful.
We have an art room, we have a social room where the kids do group activities, we have a sensory room where the children can go to feel a little bit more peace and calm, and we also have a kids cafeteria where the kids all can congregate and eat. We have an indoor playground which is really expansive and intricate. The kids really love and look forward to experiencing this room and being in the playground. Yeah, that's the first thing that they go to.
They have a lot of fun. They always just come straight here to start.
This room is my favorite. The kids have an amazing slide. You can crawl underneath, you can climb up the playground.
You've got the activity wall, you've got the amazing wallpaper mural.
So it makes them feel like they're inside this ocean nautical adventure.
And then we have the individual staterooms, which is where the kids can do their one-on-one therapy with their technician and not have any distractions around, so it's just them in the room with their technician.
ABA has been around for a very long time, but it is science-based and it's research-based and it has empirical evidence. Like if they've done a study, other people have been able to replicate the study, so that gives us validity to what we're doing.
ABA therapy is really important. It's the gold standard that's recommended by the pediatricians, and we see that it's very effective to be able to give their children a wonderful childhood and the children developing the skills that they need to move through life successfully.
When I first started in the field, ABA was very strict, but we are not like that. The field has come so far in the last 25 years that I've been in it. It makes me proud that we have the ability to change and grow.
It's also fun knowing that ABA is play-based therapy, so the children don't even know that they're getting their therapy, but they're just playing all day with the technician, with the BCBA. So I would say it's really fun interacting with children all day long. The time just goes by.
We do one-to-one therapy, one RBT or one therapist with one child. That child gets your undivided attention and you can really fine-tune their skills and work on them. There's that bonding thing too. So when the child sees you, they're excited to come work with you.
They develop so much faster having the one-on-one therapy rather than being in a group setting in a daycare or in a neurotypical school.
The one-on-one is very critical, but then we have to do group things as well. A lot of times we do like a morning circle, kind of make it like a preschool. So they're singing, they're interacting, we do days of the week, they can clap, they can dance, so it's more of a movement type of thing that we're doing with them, so they're not just sedentary, because a lot of our kids are little here and they have so much energy that they can't sit like that, and it's important to be up and moving. It makes me feel like I've made a difference when the children are progressing and the parents can recognize and see that. Because we do collect data on everything and we graph it and we can look at it. So I do analyze it to see where the trends are. Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it stagnant? And then I have to go in and amend things and make it different so that the child does progress. Because that's our goal. We want them to develop as much as they can and be part of the community, and the parents are thrilled about it.
We've assembled such a wonderful team who are really like family to us. They're wonderful people, really care about the kids, and we can see that in their everyday interactions with the children and how they are together. They're really wonderful. We really try to keep that family mood here to make everyone feel welcome and feel happy whilst they're working.
We all bring something different to the table, but we all have the same common goals. So that's awesome to see. We have a lot of fun here. Laughing is definitely part of our curriculum. When the kids do something funny, celebrate it, laugh with them. You can't just celebrate the big things at the end. You need to celebrate and recognize all the things that we do going along. And then the kids are happy. Nobody's tense, nobody's nervous. So I also think I go home at night and I feel good about myself. I'm not stressed. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm happy to come here. I've been in this field for a long time and I can honestly say I haven't always felt that way.
Some parents might be nervous about bringing their children into public places, whether it's the field trip, like a school field trip or the zoo or whatever. But with SOS, our technicians go along with the children to the field trip, and the parents are welcome to come also. So for the parents, more support.
Yeah, so they can relax and just see their kids having fun, which is ultimately what we want. We want the parents to feel like they can just have fun with their children and not that there's so much pressure on them to always be watching over them.
The parents of our children like to see that there's other parents out there going through the same things and they can connect, and sometimes they form support groups or that they meet together so that they can share their stories and what's been successful and what hasn't worked.
This weekend we're having a summer bash for the community of Basking Ridge. So anyone, usually people with children, they'll come and see the center. So this is a great way to meet the community and have the parents come to a judgment-free event where they can explore what we offer at SOS Basking Ridge.
I think it's really important to do community-based events so that the community sees what we're doing and accepts it. Sometimes they're not accepting because they don't understand what these children are going through or what autism is. So I think it's so important for them to see that they can function outside of the center. I think people like to see that. They like to see that, oh wow, I didn't know what this was, and I'm really glad I got to learn about it.
Ready, set, go!
My hope for these kids is they can become contributing members of society, be functional members of society.
That they make the most progress they possibly can. So maybe it's not to be mainstreamed, but maybe we've taken them from not communicating to expressing their needs, or not being able to brush their teeth and brushing their teeth.
My hope is that these kids can look back on their childhood and have fond memories and wonderful experiences, that they can be the individuals that they want to be and not feel that they had to change themselves for society.
I'm just looking forward to seeing these kids maybe 10, 15 years, 20 years maybe down the line saying, hey, I got my therapy here and you really helped me.
And as parents ourselves, we know how important that is for other parents to be able to give that support to kids, knowing that we would want the same for our children as well.
We're very excited to see you, so stop by today, meet a mule, take a tour, and see how we can help your child navigate the seas of autism.